caused you to become a football fan?
My dad hated football. The first thing I remember, I was 4 years old and my mum took me to the shopping marketplace where she saw my uncle and he asked whether I was going to a big game today. I had no idea what it meant. And my mum said, I wouldn't have thought so because Ken doesn't like football, Ken being my dad. So my uncle said, oh, can I take him? And that was 1964, February, we played Fulham. We beat Fulham 2-0. I was 4 years old.
What's your best memory of being a Forest fan?
Obviously the European Cup win, the first European Cup win. Just a fantastic achievement. We drove down, 4 of us drove down. We left very, very early in the morning, got down to Munich. 2 of us drove, 2 navigated, and vice versa coming back. Just a dream.
Are you part of any committee or branch?
Yeah, on the Forest Supporters Club Grantham Branch Committee.
What made you join the sports club?
I've been on and off since it started. We started the club in 1974. And as and when time allowed, I'd always been on it.
So what was the best football game you've ever attended?
The best footballing game, Forest beat West Ham in the, I think it was the quarter-final of the League Cup. West Ham were a very good footballing side. We hammered them 4-0. It was the most complete football match for me. We got everything. Everything was absolutely perfect. It was brilliant. Plus, we beat Leicester 2-0 2 years ago. Amazing game. We went there expecting to get hammered. We didn't.
Going off that question, what's the worst memory of supporting Forest?
17 years ago, on Saturday, we lost 8-1 to Man United. One real bad one as well. We was on holiday in Scotland, took the caravan up there, and we was playing Coventry. So, as a family, we flew down from Glasgow to Stansted, hired a car from Stansted and drove back up for a game to Coventry, and we lost 4-0. Then we had to drive back to Stansted and flew back again. That was not a good experience.
Who's your favourite player that's ever played for Forest?
Duncan McKenzie. He got everything. He was tricky, he could play the ball. He was a what we call a complete footballer. I don't know whether you've heard the saying, you know, a tricky number 10. He was the number 10. He could do everything. He scored goals, he dribbled past players. He was just a complete footballer.
What's your favourite away ground?
I love going to Ashton Gate. It's just a proper old football ground. The atmosphere is good. We always have a good day out. Good pub stop. It's a proper football ground.
How come it was Forest and not a big team? Did you ever not think, oh well, they're doing well?
Forest are a big team. No. As I said, I didn't know anything about football. I've never even heard of the game. My dad hated it. He never even watched it on telly. The telly would be switched off. My uncle was a Darlington fan, come from Darlington, but he lived here, so he went to the local game, which was Forest for him. And from the first game, I was just hooked. Marvellous, absolutely marvellous. Jack, who's my oldest son, we registered him as a junior red 8 minutes after we were born. You've met Jack, Harry. He's been going since he was 4. Harry, my youngest son, he's the same. Karen, my wife, she's a season older. It's just brilliant fun.
So what would you say to for example, a young lad who was trying to get into football, and you would like kind of appeal to him to get into football and follow a football team? What would you say to them to kind of say, what's it like to be a football fan?
For me, it's my life. We do everything. There's nothing that goes on at Forest that we don't do. Follow a football team. If you're going to do it, you do it local football team. You know, either Forest, Derby, Leicester. It's local. You can actually go, and that's it, you know what it's about. Go and watch a game. Doesn't matter who you follow. It's who you want to follow. It's local. Go and see.